Good evening, East Alabama. Happy Tuesday afternoon. This is the Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. I'm Namath Pitts, and I got to tell you guys, it was a great Monday, and I'm expecting an even better Tuesday. I want to remind you to like and follow the Locker Room on our East Alabama Now page so that you don't miss the show. So all you got to do is hit that follow button on the East Alabama Now page, hit the like button, and you'll see the Locker Room. We're here every Monday through Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. with all local content right here from East Alabama. And so, again, we want to make sure you don't miss that. And then also don't miss EAN News. That's every night at 6:30 p.m. on EAN News, which is soon going to merge with East Alabama. But for now, it's still EAN News. Mike Stedham and Katie Edwards do a great job with the news. John Holder has your local weather. And then I bring you your sports. So that's how you can find us right here in East Alabama, as we bring you East Alabama content each and every day. Last night, I was at White Plains High School for a big basketball area game between the girls and the boys. But before we show you guys the highlights of the game, those highlights are presented by Lindsay Barger of Really Real Real Estate. Let me tell you a little bit more about Lindsay Barger real quick. I got to ask you a simple question. Are you ready to buy or sell? If your answer was yes, well then together with Lindsay Barger, I promise you we can help make your home dreams a reality. She specializes not in just home buying, but selling and investing as well. Again, whether you want to buy a personal home, buy land to build a dream home, sell a rental home, buy a home to flip and resell, Lindsay Barger is your friend through it all. So call her today. She would love to guide you in the process. You can call her at 256-441-2389. Call her for all your real estate needs, and do not forget to like and follow her on Facebook and Instagram at lindsaybarger.realtor. So again, Lindsay Barger brings you our highlights on the Locker Room each and every day that we have highlights, and we do have highlights today. So let's start with girl action from White Plains High School. White Plains is playing host to the Jacksonville Golden Eagles in an area play game. Let's start. Jacksonville on offense, J.C. Taylor from three, and the three-pointer is good for the Golden Eagles. Now White Plains on offense, Cooper Martin inside the paint. She gets the jumper to fall off the backboard. That takes us into a timeout. Coach Mize, Corey Mize of the Jacksonville Golden Eagles, wasn't happy about a call. Talking with the officials about it as he makes his way back to the huddle to talk with his team. Then you're going to see the head coach of the White Plains Wildcats, Coach Clay Sprayberry, trying to break the losing streak that they're currently on. Here's Lexi Phillips from deep at the buzzer, and bang, it's good as she hits a buzzer beater shot. White Plains this time on offense, trying to get something going, but they're going to end up turning the ball over, and Lexi Phillips has got the ball. She's going to take it up and get the layup for the Golden Eagles. Well, the trend of turnovers would continue for White Plains on offense. Here they are right here trying to move the ball around again, but it's going to end up being another turnover, and this time Emerson Weaver is going to get the one-hand shot to go in. And again, turnover, and you're about to see another turnover. White Plains would turn the ball over 3 times in a row. This time, Ontaria Braxton gets it, and she's going to get the layup to fall. White Plains turns the ball over 3 times in a row. This time, White Plains back on offense, though. Brooksley Thalker would take it inside and get the layup for the White Plains Wildcats. I apologize, Brooksley, if I mispronounced your last name. Here's Abby Dickinson. She takes it inside and gets the layup for the Wildcats. And then the Wildcats, again, back on offense. And Ontaria Braxton gets the steal. She's going to take it in transition and get the layup. She gets the steal and layup. White Plains on offense now. Addison Bradley is going to end up getting the layup for the Wildcats. Speaking of Addison Bradley, she's going to get the assist from Savannah Phillips right here. And Addison Bradley's going to get the layup again, right under the basket. This time, Jacksonville back on offense. J.C. Taylor's going to take it inside, and she's going to get the bucket off the backboard for the Golden Eagles. Jacksonville back on offense. They're going to move the ball around a little bit. Lainey Lozano from three. It is good. She hits it from deep. Lainey Lozano gets the three-point shot. White Plains on offense. They're going to try to move the ball around a little bit. End up inside. Ends up in Addison Bradley's hands, and she is going to get the bucket for the Wildcats. Jacksonville back on offense. J.C. Taylor. She's going to take it in. Going to miss the shot, but Deasia Protho gets the rebound and put back for the Golden Eagles. And then Emerson Weaver's floater's good as Jacksonville wins 59-29. Coach Corey Mize's team got a big area win over White Plains. They start out really slow in the first quarter, completely turned it on in the second quarter, turned on the second half, end up winning by 30 points as Coach Corey Mize's team gets the win over the White Plains Wildcats and Coach Clay Sprayberry. And that is Coach Sprayberry's team's 13th straight consecutive loss as they'll look to break this losing streak the next time they hit the court tonight against Cherokee County, who is a really good area team who currently leads the area in girls basketball. But the best game of the night was no doubt what some would consider an upset. Coach Chris Randall and the White Plains boys, well, they beat Jacksonville last night. We've got the highlights. Here's our Lindsey Barger Really Real Real Estate highlights from White Plains. All eyes are on White Plains boys and Jacksonville boys. Jacksonville on offense, Gavin Peeler gets the bucket off the backboard for the Golden Eagles. Speaking of the Golden Eagles, Jaquan Irvin, his shot would be blocked by Carter Johnson. Monte Sinclair's shot would be blocked by Carter Johnson. And he had quite the game, Carter Johnson. Sinclair to Nixon, Nixon to Peeler. Peeler gets the bucket and one for the Golden Eagles. And you're going to see the head coach of the White Plains Wildcats, Coach Chris Randall, trying to cheer his team on. Let's go, let's go. Keep it up. Stay in front of the defenders. That's what I heard a lot from Chris Randall last night, was stay in front of the defenders. Jacksonville head coach Trez Busan, you see him right there talking with Jaquan Irvin. Coach Trez's team coming off the county championship, coming off a win over Cleveland County. This time Jaquan Irvin, he's got the ball in his hands on offense, directing the Golden Eagle offense. He's going to dish it inside, and Jacksonville's going to get the bucket inside the paint. White Plains back on offense now. Barksdale bringing it up. They're going to end up moving it around, and it's going to end up in Daniel Williams' hands, and he's going to get the bucket inside the paint for the Wildcats. We've been talking about Carter Johnson's blocks. There's another one. Kedrick Fisher's shot is blocked by Carter Johnson. This time, three-point shot is missed by White Plains, but Daniel Williams gets the rebound, and he gets the putback for the Wildcats. And the Wildcats on offense are going to have good ball movement here. Daniel Williams going to dish it back outside. Paul's going to take it, pass it back over to Wheeler. Back to Paul. He's going to take it inside. He's going to miss the shot, but Cam Allman's going to get the rebound and put back for the Wildcats. This time, Kedrick Fisher's got the ball. He's going to dish it to Jaquan Irvin from three. Bang! He hits the three-pointer from deep right before the clock expires. This time, White Plains on offense, Carter Johnson, who's had quite the first half, he's just going to fight inside and get the bucket. Made it look easy. White Plains bringing the ball back up court now. Barksdale going to dish it inside to Williams. Williams is going to dish it back outside. It's going to end up in Coleman Ray's hands from three. Bang! Coleman Ray drills the three-point shot from the outside. White Plains all offense, all gas, no brakes. Carter Johnson this time just going to put it right in, make it look easy. Boy, he's on fire in the first half. Jacksonville back on offense. Sinclair to Fisher. Fisher's got the ball. He's going to pass it to Irvin. Jaquan Irvin is going to pull up from three. He's going to miss the shot. Peeler gets the rebound. Blocked. Carter Johnson. That's 4 blocks right there that I can already count in our highlights. Daniel Williams this time gets the bucket inside. Jacksonville back on offense. We're going to have really good ball movement right here. Going to move the ball around a little bit, spray it inside, outside. Kedrick Fisher now with the ball. He's going to take it back to Irvin. Irvin goes inside and gets the floater to drop. White Plains back on offense. Cam Allman is going to put it up and in for the Wildcats. Daniel Williams had a great first half with Carter Johnson. You see him with the ball. He's going to dish it to Wheeler. And Wheeler's going to go back to Daniel Williams here in the second, or Paul is, pardon me, and Williams from three. Bang! Woo! Daniel Williams having himself a first half, and so is Carter Johnson. He's inside and gets the layup, and then it all came down to Kedrick Fisher. The end of the first half, right before halftime, Kedrick Fisher gets rid of the ball. Irvin doesn't like what he sees, goes back to Fisher from deep. Bang! And he hits the buzzer beater as we go into halftime. That's our highlights. White Plains would hold off Jacksonville as Coach Chris Randall's team would win 66-65. Jacksonville was down 10 with 3 minutes to go. They closed it within 2, and then we've seen 2 free throws hit by White Plains. Coach Chris Randall's team gets the win, a big area win. A win now tonight over Cherokee County and a win over Cleveland County on Thursday would make it a coin flip to determine who's going to host the area tournament Now, my coin flipped on tails. I don't know what it'll be if it actually comes down to it. But I know one thing, we're going to keep basketball talk going. We've got the Basketball Coaches Association rankings for the girls coming up when we come back. So don't go away. You're watching The Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you The Locker Room each and every day. Ted's Floors and Beyond has all your flooring needs, whether it's hardwood, laminate, carpet, tile, luxury vinyl. They have it for you right there at Ted's. You can go by their showroom there in Anniston, and you can pick out what you like, want, and need, and they can do that there at Ted's. Also, they've got their partnership with Weldon Cabinet and will offer you a complete kitchen or bath makeover. That includes cabinets, countertops, flooring, backsplashes, tile showers. They can get it done there at Ted's Floors and Beyond. And now they offer you work on your outdoor space, whether it's an outdoor kitchen, patio, or living space. They have specially made outdoor tiles and stones that can enhance your outdoor experience. Go by and see them today at their showroom in Anniston on Highway 431, right before you get to Sachs Elementary School, or visit them online at shopteds.com. That is shopteds.com. Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you The Locker Room. We continue on East Alabama on this Tuesday afternoon. I'm Namath Pitts. We want to thank you for watching The Locker Room. We showed you highlights of White Plains and Jacksonville's big area basketball games. So let's see how those teams are faring when it comes to the Coaches Association rankings. The coaches get to do their own rankings just like the Alabama Sports Writers Association, and they release those. So these are not my rankings. I take zero credit for these rankings. I take zero credit for these graphics. These are the Alabama Basketball Coaches Association's rankings. So let's start with the girls. We're going to talk about the girls this segment. We'll talk about the guys next segment. Let's start in Class 1A. I don't think it's going to be a surprise who's number one in Class 1A. It isn't. Matter of fact, the local team right there at number one, Coach Alston and the Spring Garden Panthers, the defending state champions in Class 1A, the defending volleyball champions in Class 1A, and they went through Skyline a year ago to do it. Will they go through Skyline again? I would like to think so. I don't think Spring Garden's going to be beat. They're number one. Skyline is number two. Shoals Christian's three. Here's a team not too far from us here in East Alabama, just a little south over in Talladega County towards Sylacauga. That's Winterboro. Winterboro's got a really good boys team, but obviously really good girls team as well this year, as Winterboro's number 4 in the Coaches Association rankings. Bell Green comes in at number 5. That's your top 5. Then Marion County 6, Kinston 7, Athens Bible 8, Elba 9, and Keith 10. That is your Class 1A Girls Coaches Basketball Association rankings. In Class 2A, do we have any local teams in Class 2A? I don't see any off the top. Coming in at number 1 is Cold Springs. In Class 2A, Mars Hill Bible out of Florence is number 2. Decatur Heritage is 3. Ider is 4. Locust Fort, the Hornets, are 5. Holly Pond is 6. North Sand Mountain, the Bison, is number 7. Lynette is number 8. Pisgah, always a really good team. They're real low at number 9. Lexington's 10. Now, you do see Sand Rock receive some votes a little north of us, and BB Comer, again, back down in Sylacauga, did receive some votes right there in your other receiving votes. That is your Class 2A Basketball Coaches Association rankings. In Class 3A Girls Basketball, number 10 is Monroe County. So Monroe County comes in at number 10 in Class 3A. Vinemont is number 9. Vinemont having a really good year. Childersburg, again, not really in our East Alabama area, a little south of us, but Childersburg's number 8. Midfield out of Birmingham's in at number 7. Number 6 is Clements. And then your top 5, number 5 is Susan Moore. 4 is Trinity Presbyterian. 3 is the Trojans of St. James. 2 is Plainview. and number 1 is Lauderdale County. Lauderdale County's number 1 team in Class 3A. That's your Coaches Basketball Association rankings for Class 3A. Class 4A, we see a couple local teams right here. Number 10 is T.R. Miller out of South Alabama. Number 9 is Hamilton, about as far as you can get to the Mississippi State line. Number 8 is UMS Wright. And this one's interesting. They've got Hanley 7, Anniston 6. Coach Courtney Screws and the Hanley Tigers have the head-to-head win over Anniston. Now, they're about to play again soon, but Hanley and Anniston are in the same area. Coach Courtney Screws' team 7, but they have the head-to-head on Eddie Bullock and the Anniston Bulldogs, who are 6. 5 is Priceville. 4 is Jackson Aggies out of South Alabama. 3 is Prattville Christian. 2 is Deschler. 1's Good Hope. And then Cherokee County and Center, they receive some votes in Class 4A. They play White Plains tonight. That's your Coaches Association rankings for Class 4A. Class 5A, no local teams. Well, we have one, and we're actually going to hear from Coach Bowen this week, pardon me. But before we get there, let's talk about number 10, Winona. 9's Gunnersville. Shout out to the Wildcats. That's my granddad's alma mater. He likes when I give him a shout out. Number 8 is the Moody Blue Devils. 7 is West Point. 6 is Gulf Shores. It's a party at the beach. Playing basketball. Gulf Shores is really good. The Dolphins at number 6. Number 5, Scottsboro. Number 4 is Arab. Number 3 is Coach Bowen's Southside Gadsden Panthers. We're actually going to talk with Coach Bowen this week. We're going to aim to talk to him on Thursday, talk about his Panther squad who made the regional finals a year ago, looking to make it to the Final Four this year as their number 3 in Class 5A. Pleasant Grove's 2, Jasper's 1, and no local teams received votes. In Class 6A, is Melissa Bennett's team getting any respect from the coaches? They are not. They're not in the rankings. Number 10 is Lee Huntsville. Number 9 is Mountain Brook. Number 8 is Homewood. 7's Parker. 6 is Park Crossing. Don't get those two mixed up. They are separate places. Number 5 is Huffman. 4, Mortimer Jordan. 3, Clay Chalkville. The Cougars are number 3. Number 2 is the Patriots of Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa. And number 1 is Hazel Green. They've won, I can't even tell you how many straight state championships. It's a lot. And no receiving votes for any local teams in 6A. And then Class 7A, we don't have any local teams in 7A, but we're still going to show you the rankings as the coaches voted on them. James Clemens 10, Foley's number 9, Auburn is number 8, not the university, the high school. 7's Daphne, 6 is Chelsea. No, I'm not talking about a girl, I'm talking about the school. 5 Sparkman, 4 is Hewitt Trussville, the Huskies. 3 is the Rebels of Vestavia Hills, 2 is the Bucks of Hoover, and 1 is Bob Jones. And we have no other 7A teams around here, so no receiving votes for them. But that's the Coaches Association basketball rankings. Spring Garden, Southside Gadsden, Anniston, Hanley. Those are a couple of our East Alabama teams that stick out. Cherokee County receiving votes. That's the girls. How does the boys size up? Well, we'll tell you more in just a minute. Don't go away. We'll be right back. You're watching The Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Welcome back into the Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. I'm Namath Pitts. Make sure to like and follow our East Alabama Now page. Make sure to like and follow EAN News tonight at 6:30 p.m. I'll have all of your basketball scores from last night. We'll preview the games for the night ahead, and we will talk our wrestling slate for East Alabama. You can watch that at 6:30 p.m. on EAN News. Mike Stedham and Katie Edwards with your local news, and John Holder with weather on your street. I had some rain drizzles earlier today in Pleasant Valley where I live, so I don't know what your weather was like, but I'm interested to see what the night's going to look like ahead. So John Holder will tell us more tonight. I am also interested to see how Jacksonville, White Plains, some of these really good 4A teams, how they size up according to the coaches across the state of Alabama. But before we get to 4A, let's start in Class 1A. Let's look at Class 1A. And what sticks out to me here, Spring Garden, the boys and girls are both ranked. Number 10 is Oakwood. We all know Oakwood. They had the big thing with Faith Christian 2 years ago. They had to forfeit that regional game. Obviously really good again this season. Number 9 is Addison. Number 8 is the Spring Garden Panthers. All the attention's on the girls, but the boys are quietly, sneaky, having a really good season. Is the Spring Garden Panthers number 8. Woodville is number 7. Number 6 is McIntosh. No, I'm not talking about the road in Oxford. I'm talking about the school McIntosh. They're number 6. 5 is Florala. No, I'm not talking about you know what down at the beach. I'm talking about the school, Florala. Number 4 is Skyline. The boys and girls are both top 5 in both of their respective classes in 1A. Marion County's 3, also ranked in both boys and girls in Class 1A. Covenant Christian is 2. Georgiana is number 1. That is your Class 1A rankings according to the coaches. In Class 2A, how about this? We do have a local team, Gaston Bulldogs, right up by Gadsden. Not Gadsden, but Gaston. And yes, they are number 8. Number 10, Central Coosa down in the Rockford. It's Rockford. My mind went blank. Central Coosa's in Rockford, which is south of Sylacauga. Number 9's the Flying Squadrons of Highland Home. Number 8's Gaston. 7's AISA's now AHSAA Tuscaloosa Academy. 6 is Collinsville, not too far north of us. 5 Zion Chapel. 4's Mars Hill Bible out of Florence. They're ranked in both boys and girls. Same thing for Locust Fork. The Hornets are ranked both boys and girls. They're number 3. 2's Lafayette. And 1 is Red Bay. And Red Bay, I don't know if you've ever been to Red Bay, but it is a drive. Like northwest Alabama, it is far from East Alabama. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Class 3A. The Piedmont Bulldogs, are they in 3A? These coaches don't have them. No respect for Coach Glover. Number 10's Danville. Number 9 is Childersburg, a little south of us. Number 8 is Tarrant. 7 is Houston Academy. 6 is Providence Christian. Number 5 is Hillcrest Evergreen. 4 is Plainview the Bears. 3 is Midfield. They're ranked in both boys and girls, same as Plainview. 2 Sumter Central. And number 1 is Cottage Hill. Where do you go to school? I go to Cottage Hill. Cool. All right, let's move to Class 4A. No receiving votes. Here we go. In Class 4A, Anniston, Jacksonville. No White Plains. Maybe that win last night will make the coaches reconsider. White Plains did receive some votes, but they're not in the top 10. 10's Deschler. 9's the Patriots of American Christian Academy out of Tuscaloosa. Number 8 is DAR. 7 is Andalusia. 6 is New Hope. 5 is the Aggies of Jackson, ranked both boys and girls. 4 is Anniston, the Bulldogs, ranked both boys and girls. Beat Jacksonville once, lost to them by 25 last time they played. 3 is Brooks. 2 is Hale County. And according to the coaches of the state of Alabama, the Jacksonville Golden Eagles are number 1 in Class 4A. The number 1 team is coming off a loss to one of the teams receiving votes. But we all know that if Dylan Barksdale stays out of foul trouble, which is what hurt them last night, Jaquan Irvin gets the shot going, Fisher contributes, Sinclair does what he does, this Jacksonville team is more than capable of hoisting a blue trophy at the end of the season. But keep an eye on Anniston, keep an eye on White Plains, local East Alabama teams that can make a run come regional time. All right, Class 5A, Alexandria. Let's see if they're receiving any votes. They are not. Number 10 is Viger. By the way, the Vigors mascot is the Wolves. I just think that's like an incredible mascot. Like, we're the Wolves. 9's the Guntersville. Shout out to the Wildcats, my granddad's alma mater. They're ranked both boys and girls. He'd be happy. 8's Scottsboro. 7's Carver Birmingham. 6 is East Limestone. 5 is Madison Academy, the Mustangs out of Madison County. 4 is Ramsey. 3 is Jasper. 2 is Valley. And number 1 is Fairfield. That is Class 5A. Coach Van Meter's team got runner-up in the county tournament. They have 0 votes from the coaches in the state of Alabama. Number 10 is Parker, ranked both boys and girls. 9 is McGill-Tulin. Number 8 is Muscle Shoals. 7, Pinson Valley. 6, Helena. 5, Northridge. The Cougars of Clay Chalk will have votes in both the boys and girls. Mountain Brook has votes in both the boys and girls as their number 3. Paul Bryant, no, I'm not talking about Bear Bryant. We're talking Paul Bryant High School. They're number 2 in Class 6A. And number 1 is Buckhorn out of North Alabama. That is your 6A rankings. And finally, we don't have any 7A teams, but Enterprise is 10. MGM is 9. No, not Machine Gun Kelly. MGM, the school. 8 is JAG. 7 is Thompson. 6 is Auburn, not the university, the high school. 5 is Central Phoenix City. 4 is the Rebels of Vestavia Hill. 3 is the Bears of Austin, and 2 is the Bucks of Hoover. They're number 2 in both boys and girls, and number 1 is Huntsville. Albertville had some votes. They're a little north of us, a little about an hour north. But again, Huntsville's a really good team too, by the way. They've got a great home court environment too. I've been up there before. Huntsville's a really good team. So again, looking at the boys, Jacksonville and Anniston, Spring Garden, those are kind of the ones that stick out to you for us in East Alabama. White Plains receiving some votes, but the coaches don't have Chris Randall's team in the top 10 at the moment. So that is all of our basketball action for today. Tomorrow on the Locker Room, you'll see some youth wrestling action from Welborn as the Welborn Panthers host the youth tournament tonight. We'll even try to talk with Chris Smith, the head youth wrestling coach at Welborn. It's his birthday, so we'll talk with him just about hosting their final meet of the year. And just get you guys some action with youth wrestling as the season is getting closer to coming to an end. But other than that, I want to thank you for watching the Locker Room today as well. Stay safe tonight. Stay warm. It's a little warmer today, but stay warm tonight. As always, God bless, and I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow at 5 p.m. I'm Namath Pitts, and thank you for watching the Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.